Hello dear Phasmatic friends! Today nonlinear inequalities with a degree greater than 2 and without the sign chart. Follow me please. First of all, I identify that I have an inequality and that is nonlinear because its degree is greater than 2. We have a degree of 4. So first step, remember, so x to the power of 4 minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. After that, make operations. But here, no operations to do. After that, factorize. Yes, we can factorize. Here we have a difference of squares, so we take the square root of both with a positive and with a negative sign. But here we can factorize again, so here no, because we have a positive sign. It is not possible, but here you have again a difference of squares. After that, I can choose the method of arriving to a sign chart or the method of analyzing possibilities. I will analyze possibilities. Then, how to analyze what are the signs that multiplied would give me a positive sign, because numbers greater than 0 are the positive numbers. So I need signs that multiplied will give me a positive sign. So here I have a trick. I have the first parenthesis, the second parenthesis, and the third parenthesis. The first parenthesis can be positive or negative. And if it is positive, the second parenthesis could be positive or negative. Here, the same thing. If we have the first parenthesis negative, the second can be positive or negative. After that, the third parenthesis can be positive or negative, positive or negative, positive or negative, positive or negative. That means the first could be positive, the second positive, the third positive. The first positive, the second positive, the third negative. Positive, negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, etc. But not all the options are good, because I need an answer that after the multiplication will give me a positive sign. So positive times positive is positive. Okay, that's good. Positive times negative times positive, it is not positive. Positive times negative is positive. Negative times positive is negative. Now the answer that I want, negative times negative is positive. Negative times positive is positive. Negative times negative is negative. So we have 4 useful possibilities. Then I'm going to write those possibilities. First of all, I need the first parenthesis positive, greater than or equal to 0. In math, when you need this thing and this other thing and this other thing, you use the intersection symbol. So the first positive, the second greater than or equal to 0, positive, and the third parenthesis positive. X minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. And now we solve those inequalities. First step of this nonlinear inequality. Here it is very simple, a linear inequality, another linear inequality. And pay attention here. I should follow all steps of nonlinear inequalities. But indeed, I see that any number squared will always be greater than or equal to negative 1, because always a number squared will be positive, and a positive will always be greater than a negative. So here the answer will be all the real numbers. Then if I intersect this answer with this answer with this answer, I will have the general answer of this part. So here I have all numbers. I draw an arrow from negative infinite to positive infinite. Here I have numbers greater or than or equal to negative 1. We did that because it's greater than or equal to. And here numbers greater than or equal to 1. We did that also. Where the three arrows are touching, if I put themselves together, the contact will be from 1 to infinite. So here the answer will be from 1 to infinite. This answer will be united to the next possibility. The next possibility is the first parenthesis positive, the second negative, and the third negative. X squared plus 1 greater than or equal to 0, the first positive. After that, x plus 1 less than or equal to 0, and after that the third parenthesis negative. X minus 1 less than or equal to 0. And when in math you need this and the other thing and the other thing, you intersect the answers. Here, the same thing. We don't need to solve it. We have all the real numbers as the answer of this inequality. I have explained that before. After that, x less than or equal to negative 1, and here x less than or equal to 1. If we do that in the number line, we're going to get an arrow for all the numbers, and after that numbers less than or equal to negative 1, so from negative 1 to the left, and after that numbers less than or equal to 1, an arrow to the left with a dot because I have less than or equal to. Where will I have a contact between the three lines? From negative infinite to negative 1. So the answer will be from negative infinite to negative 1 with a bracket. After that, what are the other possibilities? After that, the first parenthesis negative, the second positive, the third negative. So the first less than or equal to 0, and the second greater than or equal to 0, and the third less than or equal to 0. When in math you need this and this and this, you intersect the answers. Here I have x squared less than or equal to negative 1. But pay attention here. a number squared inferior to a negative number, it is not possible, because always a number squared will be positive. So here you have no solution. So we don't need to calculate the other parts, because if you have no solution, finish. That's it. And here, the last possibility, negative, negative, and positive. X squared plus 1 less than or equal to 0, x plus 1 less than or equal to 0, and the third parenthesis, x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. And. But pay attention here, the same case of here, no solution. So the answer is from 1 to infinite and from negative infinite to negative 1. I will write it here, the final answer, from negative infinite to negative 1 and from 1 to infinite. The final answer is here. Thank you very much, dear Fasnatic friends. See you next time.